Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year. I do apologise about the live last night. The laptop just went off, just died. I didn't realise. I didn't realise it wasn't charged up because I had a couple of drinks. Anyway, let's get on to old Oblong Head, right? What is he even doing still on here? Do you know what I mean? Right, he is everything you don't want to be, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? It's people like him that makes this country crap. It is. It's people like him, 100%. I'll just touch on a couple of these things, right? Right. A while back, he said that I was boring. I wasn't a cool kid. I was boring because I went in the army. While saying that he was one of the cool kids because when he was a young adult, he used to hang about around the local shops. While a lot of his friends used to have school-aged girlfriends. But I wasn't cool, right? But this type of life that he started, right? It was never ever right when he comes out with something like, you weren't cool because you didn't hang about the shops when you were like 18, 19 years old. Right. That set his life up for disaster, didn't it, straight away? And we all know what happened to it, didn't we? So instead of being one of the cool kids, I decided to go do something with my life where he hung about the shops, became an addict, and wasted his life. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. What's he even doing here? He is the epitome of shite, isn't he? And then he comes on about his, he goes on about he's a brilliant dad and all that. He's not, right? Who on earth, right? Fathers are supposed to be role models, right? Not people who come out with some of the garbage he comes out with, like, yeah, it's fine. Age is just a number. Do you know what I mean? We're supposed to be learning our kids to be good adults when they grow up. Do you know what I mean? So really, he's just talking absolute garbage. Never went a day in his life. Deadbeat dad. Sits up all night. Sleeps all day. Do you know what I mean? And that is what is wrong with this country. There's too many people like him. Do you know what I mean? He's certainly not a role model towards his own kids, never mind anybody, is he? Do you know what I mean? Listen, we've all got our faults and stuff, right? But he just thinks the world owes him a favour. Everybody pays for him and ease, and that's it, innit? Do you know what I mean? He's never contributed whatsoever to anything in his life, has he? Do you know what I mean? Nothing whatsoever. He's just a bum. Do you know what I mean? He's a burden on the British taxpayer. It's as simple as that. New Nashers, he's on his pape, all because he's just an ex-addict and all. He's just a drain on society, isn't he? An absolute drain on society. Nothing good has come from his life. Do you know what I mean? Nothing good whatsoever. He's like, he still lives with his mummy. Do you know what I mean? Still lives with his mummy. I don't know how old he is, but he's just the epitome of shit, isn't he? It's like everything you don't want your kids to grow up to be like is him. It's like sad, innit? Sad, and it's just, I don't know why. I don't know how anybody can like back him. He's just not a person to be looked up to whatsoever, is he? Imagine nobody in this world wants their kids to grow up right, born idle, still living with your parents at 40 years of age or whatever he is. Do you know what I mean? Can't provide for his own children, or child, I should say. I don't know I think he's got one. I don't know if he's got more. He's just an absolute bum. Telling people it's okay for adults to go have girlfriends, stuff like that. Hanging about shops when you're a young adult, and he's just you would hate it, right? You would be devastated if your child grew up to be that man, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Can't even speak properly because he lost all his teeth due to narcotics. Do you know what I mean? So you've got some new ones paid for by the British public. Probably should have went to Turkey, to be fair, because the ones he's got, I don't think fit him properly. Do you know what I mean? Don't fit him at all, you can see, and he just talks like an absolute gong, which he is. You know what I mean? But, yeah, for someone like him, he's just a scourge of society, really, isn't he? But, yeah, it's about all I've got to say about him. I might fire a live up, I've just ordered a pizza. I might fire a live up when I've had it, when it's been. We'll see. But, yeah, kids, when you grow up, do not hang about shops when you're older, right? Because you'll end up being like that little dingbat. And guess what? Believe it or not, it's not a cool thing to do. It's not one of the cool kids who does that. It's just the bums and the wrong uns. You know what I mean? So aim high. Don't aim for the shops. Bosh.